last 3 minutes and then we can start.
Okay.
Oh. Hello, Tim.
Okay, I think we have plenty of people in the room.
Just one moment. I think Michelle is trying to join, but something is not working. So I will text her and see what's happening.
Okay, let's wait 1 more minute for her. And then at least we can do the introduction. Shall we start?
Yeah, let's start and
Okay,
see if
let's
it works later.
Okay, is she a team member or?
Oh no, I think it was successful. All right, let's start.
Okay, let's start. So, hi everyone. Welcome to the Global Grand Final. So, first of all, congratulations for all that you have succeeded from your regional finals and had a chance to come to the Global Grand Final. So, welcome all. I know you are very excited, and once again, congratulations. Let me introduce myself. Today, I'm your moderator. My name is İçten, and I am from Turkey. I am the national lead of ClimateLaunchpad Turkey for the last 6 years. And I am very happy and grateful to be in the ecosystem for a while. So I'll try to moderate the sessions today. So let's start. So we have some ground rules. So I ask kindly from all of you to change your names as your startup name and your own name, so we can identify who you are. And if you're not presenting, please turn your mics and videos off, so not to disturb the other ones. So we have a pitching order. Your pitch will be announced and I will start it. So if you have any additional slides to show, then you can do your screen sharing during your Q&A sessions. And so after all the pitches are done, so we kindly ask all of you to leave the room. So it's only will be the room boss, moderator, and the juries remaining in the room, and we will do the scoring. So if there is no other questions, I think you already know these ground rules. So the game rules, as you all know, we have 5 minutes for your pre-recorded pitch, 3 minutes for the Q&A session. So I really kind you to stay with this 3 minutes. So we have 9 teams, then the time goes a lot. So sometimes it is that the teams extend their Q&A session. So I will strictly stop after your 3 minutes. If you have a few words, okay, but please try to keep your Q&A answers short so that the juries can ask as many as questions within the 3 minutes. So my job is to check your format compliance. And after today's finals, the jury will give the numbers. And the winners, which means the top 2 teams, will be announced tomorrow on the 28th of October. So as you know, we will pick 2 teams that they will have the chance and win access to the final stage, which will be held on the November 3rd. And if you're in the top 2, then all top 16 teams get access to the ClimateLaunchpad Clean Accelerator. So if there's no any other questions, so here's the program. We have the semi-final pitching sessions tomorrow, the announcements of top 16 teams, and on the 3rd of November, we have the global grand final to pick up the top 3. So here's our jury. I kindly ask them to introduce themselves so the teams can get to know to each other. So Alicia, please.
Yes, good morning, everybody. Here in Colombia, it's 4:30 in the morning, almost 5 in the morning, yes. I'm part of the advisory board of the Climate Launchpad Colombia, and I'm thrilled to be here. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much. So it's quite early. Thanks for, just keeping up at midnight to support us. That's very appreciated, Alicia. Thank you. So Alex, there you go.
Hi there, my name is Alex Gooley. I'm a founder and partner at Zero Carbon Capital. We're a pre-seed and seed venture capital firm focused on deep science solutions to the hardest problems of climate change.
Thank you very much. And Kiko, please.
Yeah, sure. Hi, so this is Kiko, the founder and executive director of Tauti. It's a local system-based venture builder. It's in Tanzania, and we're helping students transition from schooling to startup entrepreneurship, specifically to social tech startup entrepreneurship. But we are also providing them with follow-on support to build their venture to scale up. Yeah, thank you very much, and happy to be here. Thank you.
And we have Nida with us.
Hi, everyone. This is Nida Athar. I'm from Pakistan. I am the program director for InnoVentures, as well as the Standard Chartered Women in Tech program. I'm also the co-founder for Pakistan Innovation Foundation, and we've been working in the ecosystem for the last 12 years, working for innovative solutions in various verticals. And I'm quite happy to be here and excited to hear all of the startup pitches.
Thank you, Nida. I mean, again, we have a jury of who are very experienced in their fields. So we are very lucky to have them with us, and thanks for their support. And let's start. So here's our pitching order. We have 9 teams with us. Let's do a check. So do we have Spark 3D with us? Can they give a noise?
Yes, we do. Yep.
We do. Ari Care? Ari Care, are you here? No. Revozona?
Yes, we are here. Thank you.
Very well. Sparkzel?
Yes, I'm here.
Very good. ASICO?
Yes, we are here.
AgriTech Futura?
Here we are. Thank you.
Very good. BillionCarbon?
Yes, we are here.
Cirkula?
Hi, we're here.
Hi. And this is Geco Friendly?
Yes, we are here.
Very good. I didn't hear from Ari Care. Are you here?
Yes, sorry, I am.
Okay, sorry. So we have all the teams with us. So we have 9 teams pitching, and this is your order. What I suggest to give a short break around 10 to 15 minutes after ASICO, so we can just relax a bit and give jury to rest a while. So then after ASICO, we can give 10 to 15 minutes of break, and then we can continue with the teams. So I call Spark 3D to the stage. If you're ready, I will just make your presentation starting. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Good. So I ask other team members to mute themselves. So I am starting. There you go.
One of the most important innovations in all of history was the invention of writing. But for millennia, there was an enormous barrier to the widespread adoption, scalable manufacturing. Before the invention of the printing press, a book could cost more than a house. whereas today with roll-to-roll manufacturing, a newspaper can be printed for less than $1. Silicon chips are today's carriers and processors of information, and they are produced in a semiconductor fab, a building which starts at $5 billion a piece. Hi everyone, my name is Ben. I'm from Spark 3D in Australia, and we have developed a new manufacturing technology that can 3D print electronics extremely quickly and will one day replace entire fabs with a box. 3D printers that print electronics to electronics manufacturers for $50,000 a year. Manufacturers who make things like indoor solar cells. We have a grand vision to one day play a central role in the semiconductor chip market, where we want to replace photolithography with a process hundreds of times faster. But before that, we need to gain experience in related but simpler markets like PCBs and solar. Our beachhead market is indoor solar cells. So indoor solar cells are designed for low light conditions and can power smart home devices and sensors without a plug or a battery. But they've struggled to compete with single-use batteries because of their high costs. And this is why. If you look at the materials that make up an indoor solar cell, one stands out, gold. Our printer is able to replace the gold with copper, reducing the material costs by 90% while increasing throughput and performance, really unlocking the potential for this technology. And this is how we do it. This is our MVP printer called Microfab. Microfab deposits materials in an entirely new way based on electrochemistry. It uses electricity to deposit metals, ceramics, polymers, and semiconductors. Our number one unfair advantage is that our method is extremely scalable and patent protected. We can print extremely quickly at high volume and high resolution. Compared to other manufacturing methods, we are much more flexible. We can print multi-materials and in true 3D. And last, we're first to market, and we have a small high-performance team that can move really fast. We've made a huge amount of progress in a very short time. The company was only formed in February, and in the last 3 months, we've talked to over 60 technology businesses and academics around the world, turning 2 of those into paying customers and have successfully raised $3.7 million seed round in Australia. Before those key conversations, we've made a huge amount of progress in a very short time. The company was only formed in February, and the last 3 months, we've talked to over 60 technology businesses and academics around the world, turning 2 of those into paying customers and successfully raising a $3.7 million seed round in Australia. Before those conversations, our key assumptions was that inkjet users were not satisfied with the material quality, high resolution was very important to manufacturing, and that prototyping was the sweet spot for a 3D printer. After we've confirmed that inkjet users are not happy with the material quality, we found that multi-material printing was much more interesting to customers than high resolution, and that the transition from prototype to manufacturing is the really hard part. With 80% of our beachhead market in year 5, our projected profit is $5 million a year. Our key drivers are the price per unit per year and the total number of printers we sell through market size and share. We save 1 kilogram of CO2 for every IoT sensor we power with an indoor solar cell. With 80% of our beachhead market, we can save 24,000 tons of CO2 per year. But we could have an even bigger impact in outdoor solar and batteries. Plus, our process is more efficient, creates almost no waste, and we have a plan to solve the e-waste problem by turning it into e-ink. We have an amazing team. Between us, we have a great combination of experience in hardware, software, and material science. Our leadership team has startup experience. All 4 of us have either previously started a startup, been the first employee of a startup, or started a research group. Our dream is to democratize the electronics manufacturing industry so that anyone with an idea for a breakthrough technology has almost no barriers to implementing it. That's our biggest contribution to solving climate change, enabling the great ideas of others in solar, batteries, and computing. Happy to answer some questions for Q&A. Thank you very much.
So, sorry. Thank you, Ben, for your presentation. So let me, yeah. Thanks for your presentation. So if you're ready, are you going to share anything from your screen in a Q&A?
Yes, that would be good.
Okay, so I'll stop sharing. You can share your screen.
Excellent.
So,
There you go.
and
We'll go
if
from
the
there.
jury members are ready, I can start your 3 minutes. So yes, please, the jury members, the stage is yours and I'm starting your 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Does anyone?
Okay, I'll start. Hi, Ben, it's Alex here. Quick
Alex,
question
okay.
about your climate impact slide. What drives the reduction in CO2 emissions of moving to your process for the indoor solar versus the existing?
So the way I formulated was that by using the cost reduction that our technique enables, that enables indoor solar cells to actually take a place in the market, which was eliminating a single-use battery or a rechargeable battery. That was the key driver. There's also a mechanism in that by not using such energy-intensive materials as gold and using a more efficient deposition process, there's also savings in that method as well.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, so I'll go next. Great presentation. So I wanted to ask with respect to the team. So are all these team members here working full time with our enterprise, but also with regards to the background of the CTO?
So Luke, our CTO, he's a professor of chemistry at the Australian National University. He's currently working part-time with a plan to move over. He sort of just has to transition out of his academic role. 2 of our software engineers are part-time. Everyone else is full-time.
I have another question. I saw your your kind of long-term goal of kind of going really kind of headlong into the semiconductors market. Like, how realistic is that, for something like CPU cores?
It's going to be something we have to find out, right? Like, I think the key takeaway from that is we don't have to solve every single problem in that industry. If we can make inroads in, say, just the metallization, which is many layers of that, that's still a big improvement. I think in terms of some evidence to show the viability of that, STM microscopes work in kind of a similar way, and they have the resolution to be able to move around individual atoms. So I think the resolution is there. The scalability is part of our IP. We think we can do that in parallel. So I think the pieces are all there tech-wise. We just have to kind of build that, and we'll probably run into some sort of unknown limit at this point. But at this point, we think that's on the order of 10 nanometers. So maybe not the highest end chips with current 3 to 5 nanometer nodes, but it's still pretty good.
And you mentioned scale and timing there. How do you compare in terms of like time of production of a chip versus an existing fab?
Oh yeah, that's where the massive advantage is. So because we're doing it additively, we don't have to do this sort of etch and then rebuilding of layers and spin coating of resists. That part is much faster. So the process is compatible with roll to roll, and that's kind of this vision of making chips as cheap as newspapers. Even if we only get half the way there, that's still like a massive difference in speed.
Okay, so time is up. Thank you, Ben. Thanks for your presentation, and thanks for the jury members for their questions. So I am now sharing my screen. If you can stop.
Okay, thank you.
We thank you. All right, so here we go. So the next startup.
Did you know that most conventional body care and cleaning products are made of up to 90% of water? This has a massive environmental impact. In addition to wasting clean water, this is the source of huge plastic pollution problem. And shipping those water-heavy products creates massive CO2 emissions. Hi, my name is Marilyn. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Ari Care. We believe that we need to radically shift the way we produce and use everyday products. And this became our mission with Ari. Our deal is providing high-quality, white-label body care and cleaning products to the hospitality industry with an average price of 2.5 euros per liter, which is actually 50% cheaper than any current supplier on the market. So we can do this by selling only the active ingredients in the powder form, while the water will be added at the place of consumption by the client. This makes manufacturing, storing, and shipping way more sustainable and also cost efficient. Our beachhead market is the European hospitality industry. So this market is easiest to enter due to the locally recognized eco certifications, efficient logistics, as well as the growing demand for locally produced sustainable products. With Ari, our goal is making organic affordable. So next to the high quality sustainable product, our sweetest selling point is actually price. Our clients will be able to cut their current spend on body care and cleaning products for more than a half, thanks to the unique production process that cuts out 75% of the most energy consuming steps. Our goal is to be completely zero plastic with our packaging, and also our scents are derived from naturally organic vegan powders. Our key innovation is the custom machinery. That is a radical shift away from any currently used manufacturing method in this industry. Also compared to the other brands who are providing active ingredients in the form of liquid concentrates, powders, or tablets. Together with local scientists, we have already created 4 different formulas for hand and body wash. And we're currently conducting pilot sales of Ari branded refillable products in our home market in Estonia. However, the bulk of our revenue will be coming from providing white label service to the B2B clients and the hospitality industry in Europe and beyond. The hospitality industry is currently under pressure to become both financially and environmentally sustainable. Through our user interviews, we found out that for 90% of clients, price is a decisive factor. And with Ari, we can tick both boxes, providing green credentials as well as cost reduction. We can also create custom scents and personalize the formulas for specific clients. There are 200,000 hotels in Europe, and only by acquiring 37 clients, or 0.02% of the market, we can already reach a profit of 4 million euros. So this means that we can organically and rapidly scale up, even with an initially small market share. The key drivers for us are the sales cost and the growing demand for sustainable products. We have already gathered interest from distributors and also received a written order for 10 tons of product from a B2B client, worth 450,000 euros. With our technology, we are able to successfully tackle 3 key problem areas in this industry: CO2 emissions, water use, and plastic waste. So here you can see the comparison between the impact of 1 kilogram of Ari product versus 1 kilogram of conventional product. And this is just 1 kilogram. With one machine, our yearly production capacity is 100 tons. So you can multiply this with 100,000. Our team of 3 co-founders all come in with diverse expertise in business, logistics, marketing, and finance. We're also currently in the process of onboarding an experienced CTO who will be leading the R&D process and the patent strategy. The whole Ari team is very motivated to join hands with investors and partners to cut the CO2 emissions and unnecessary waste and revolutionize the way everyday products are manufactured and used. Thank you so much for listening.
So thank you very much, Ari Care. Can I have you on stage to have your Q&A session? You want to do your screen sharing, or is it okay?
No, I don't think I need to screen share anything, but I'm happy to answer any questions.
Okay, so when you're ready, I'm starting your 3 minutes for Q&A. So the stage and jury members, please.
Yes, I want to ask who developed the formula and if this person is working with you.
So the first base formula we outsourced with the help of a European financing program, and a university in Tallinn worked on the first formula. Once we had the base formula, we brought in a chemist in-house who further developed the additional features like sense and the other versions of the formula. However, since then, that chemist wasn't the greatest fit for us, and that's why we're currently onboarding a very, very experienced chemistry person to begin further developing other formulas. However, all of the contracts and everything make sure that we own the IP and that there's a NDA and everything in place.
Hi, quick question on competition. There's a lot of folks now just doing kind of, solid soaps, and obviously the water is then added by the end user when they're washing. How do you think that compares to what you're doing, and how do you think about the competition there?
The competition has been very rapidly growing, and it's actually a very good thing. What sets us apart is our production method. Our production method is very, very interesting and much different from a lot of the other competition, so much so that one of a very large company in Sweden who produces largely similar type of product has basically come to us, and they would like to use our production method as part of their product. So we see our future more as the production company than specifically our version of the product or our brand.
Hi.
You mentioned it. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Kiko, you go ahead. It's okay. I'll take my turn after yours.
All right, great. So my question also is about the method, especially you mentioned that you have a patentable custom machine. So I wanted to know, I think that's part of the method that you mentioned. So currently, are you already using that custom machine, or you're planning to use after some times? And if you're not using it, so my question is, what is stopping competitors to use the method that you are doing right now that is not patentable?
So we prototyped the machine initially to make sure that the method and everything worked. It's also part of our process of how we develop the full method itself. We are currently raising funds to build a fully operational commercial size machine that we can use to start servicing our clients. However, with just the production from the prototype, we were able to begin presenting our product, doing some pilot sales, as well as showing the product to all of our potential customers and securing our first clients for when the machine is ready and operational.
So actually the time is up, but Nida, if you have something very short, please, I don't want to.
Yeah, just needed a clarification on one thing. In the presentation, you said that the funds that are needed to raise by you are 450,000 euros. And at the same time, you were saying that you have received an order. I think that was of the same amount that you mentioned. Did I hear that correctly?
Yes. So we have
that thing has been covered.
Yes.
At least for now.
So essentially what we're doing is we're raising funds because the first client is not willing to prepay. So we need to secure the funds. However, we have the order so that we know that we can get off the ground right away. Thank you.
And right now your production capacity stands at how much?
At the moment, it's very low. We're talking about maybe 1-2 tons a year because we're using a prototype machine.
Yes, because you said that the order that you've received at around 50 tons, I guess?
10 tons.
10 tons, 10 tons.
Yes.
All right. And that is over a spread of certain periods of time, or is it in one go?
About a month and a half of what they want. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
I need to break. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you very much. So thanks for your presentation and the Q&A. So we are now moving to the next startup. So
ClimateLaunchpad.
Sorry. So let's restart again.
Dearest Climate Launchpad, welcome to Revozona. We clean up the global textile industry. Are you aware that a single t-shirt needs 2,700 liters of water to be produced? My name is Gerard Peters. Let me guide you through this presentation. The deal. We supply our customers around the world with ozone textile cleaning equipment, the so-called pre-treatment lines. We supply them to textile manufacturers around the globe, and we receive an amount of 850,000 euro for each single line. The market. We have chosen Turkey to be our beachhead market. Turkey is, for the whole of Europe, the biggest supplier of fashion and home textiles. After that, we will for sure start to scale up globally. Big markets like India and Bangladesh, Brazil and Indonesia will be on our plan. But, as said before, Turkey will lead. Customer value proposition. Thanks to the use of Revozona equipment, the total cost of fabrics being pre-treated is reduced by a full 45%. Both the carbon dioxide, but also the water consumption is reduced by a full 90%. Thanks to all these savings, there is a return on investment of under 2 years, and this at a product life cycle between 25 and 30 years. The product shown on this picture is the heart of our system. This is the fabric processing chamber. We feed textiles that is dirty and decolorized on the left-hand side. The chamber is filled with ozone gas. Thanks to the ozone process, the fabric will come out fully cleaned and beautifully white. Here we have mature technology that has been tested over the past 2.5 years. The system as such is fully safe, it's CE certified, while we also have 2 patents pending. Customer discovery. We interviewed more than 80 different companies around the world. It became clear to us that there's a very big willingness to change for cleaner technology. Technology like Revozona is offering. Also with brands we have already discussed. H&M is currently looking for a cooperation directly with Revozona. This as they need cleaner fashion, cleaner home textiles, and they can only achieve this by using technology like Revozona is offering. Thus, the market is ready, the brands are pushing, the time to change is now. Our financials. In the 5th year of operation in our beachhead market, Turkey, we expect to achieve a profit of 12 million euro. Our key drivers are market share, profitability, but also a leadership in terms of innovation. The impact. Our customers will save some 90% on their carbon dioxide production. This in comparison to the old-fashioned or conventional equipment being used nowadays. Also on water, there will be a saving of 90%. In our beachhead market, after 5 years, we will have saved an equivalent of 2.5 million tons of carbon dioxide equivalent and 16.5 tons of water saved. This equals 110 millions of trees being saved. The beneficiaries are actually all of us, because in just a few years from now, we all will own textiles that are being processed on Revozona equipment. And this is all just the beginning. The Revozona team has 90 years of experience in the global textile industry. We share one common goal, and that is to become and to grow into a leading clean tech company that will clean up the global textile industry. We plan to generate profits by 2035 of 100 million euros. We are sure that with your help, ClimateLaunchpad, everybody within the years to come will have at least one piece of textiles that is being processed on Revozona equipment. Give us the platform, give us the support, and we will make this all to one big global success. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So, thank you, Revozona team, for your presentation. So, if you are ready, are you going to share your screen or?
No, we are open for answering questions. Thank you.
Okay, very good. So, the stage is yours. The jury members, please. Are there any questions?
Any questions are welcome.
Now, is there any competing technology around you? Or have you already checked them?
That's a good question. There is principally one company also working with ozone. That's a Spanish company called Genealogia. What they do is they take genes and process that specific part into a machine. We do a so-called continuous process. So we have fabrics up to 3 meters wide and process that in a continuous way. So answering your question is principally yes, but it's 2 different processes. So for what we are doing, we are the sole supplier of this technology. Thank you for the question. Any further questions? Maybe
so
some.
Yeah, just quick question on the technology there. So you mentioned that you have it's a couple of patents on the machine, is that right?
Yeah, well, patenting, yeah, since
great.
2020, correct.
And who were those developed by?
We have an engineering partner. Actually, it's somebody I work for, and not for, but with, since 30 years already. With them, we have developed the whole China market in a commercial sense, and they have enormous knowledge and expertise in the field of textile equipment. And this is what you absolutely need to be able to make a combination with the ozone the processing and the actual fabric pre-treatment and bleaching. So it's a Chinese partner in this case, but we are already together for 30 years.
And what's your relationship between them in terms of patent ownership?
The patents are owned by Bill Lam, and Bill Lam, he's also in the Revozona company. So he's one of the co-founders.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
And these machines where are they being manufactured?
They are currently being manufactured in Shanghai. The difficulty there is, of course, as most of you will know, there is a zero infection policy, and now China is also going back to the old socialism, which gives us enormous amounts of limitations. For that reason, we are starting now in Switzerland with a new assembly and production, and we are actually then scaling up into India, Turkey, and also a combination of Singapore and Malaysia. So we have to get out of China.
Yes, that's what I was wondering when you mentioned your co-founder.
Yeah, yeah, correct, yeah. So if there are not so many questions, maybe I can tell you, I'm currently sitting in my hotel room in Istanbul. Tomorrow we will have a in-depth discussion with the H&M management here in Turkey. They are looking for collaboration models. That is what we will discuss with them. H&M has approached us to start these discussions, not only here in Istanbul, but also in Bangladesh. So it's very clear, all the brands are in need for clean tech as we are offering. Hardly anything is existing. That is a statement made by H&M already at different occasions. So we are 100% sure that what we have predicted and what we have also shown in the presentation today is something that we see in the daily practice, and it's going to be something growing over the years to come.
Okay, Gerard, thank you very much. And by the way, just a dip note. So, you know, I'm from Turkey and I am in the management consultancy business. I also know plenty of big textile companies as well. So if you contact me, maybe I can give you a support.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. Thank you so much. Teşekkür.
Teşekkürler. Okay. So,
guys, thank you.
Revozona, let's move to sorry. Excuse me. Yeah. So let's move to the next presentation. So I'm starting your presentation.
Hello, I'm Pinay, co-founder of ASICO Green Cement. Today, Portland cement is the most widely building material used in the world. The production of Portland cement emits a lot of CO2. Moreover, with the economic growth, industrial waste is increasing day by day, and most of them are landfill, leading to sick to the environment. Imagine that if we could replace Portland cement by a green cement by industrial waste to build own construction in the world, how good it is. And now ASICO Green Cement are making it real. First, to begin with the view, ASICO Green Cement has lower cost, only $26 per ton, higher performance and eco-friendly, supplying for precast concrete companies, retail store, and concrete batching plants with different construction proposals. Now, I want to tell you about the cement market. It's really big, about $350 billion in the world. So we want to start with a big head market in Vietnam with our concrete batching plant. It's about $3.2 billion. Actually, in the market, there are already some cements which are green, but not cheap. Some of them are cheap, but not durable and not convenient. Our cement is 30% cheaper than Portland cement with the same grade. Furthermore, if the carbon credit is taken account, it's reduced 42% totally. Moreover, it has higher performance. I would like to show you about our product. It's dry powder, composed by 90% industrial waste and 10% eco-friendly additive, and they are contained in a bag. It's very easy to use. You can even use seawater to mix them, which is not possible with Portland cement. At the end, it not only has lower price, but also higher strength, higher thermal and chemical durability. Actually, we have obtained 3 granted patents and 1 pending patent for 13 researching years. For customer discovery, we conducted a survey with 11 customers, and we found out that price, quality, eco-friendly product, and diverse customer base are the most important. So, with lower price, higher performance, our product can satisfy customer requirements. Now, let's turn to the next financial issues. In the big head market, our target is having $120 million profit at the 5th year by selling 10 million tons cement per year. These key drivers for the plan are market share, net price, and cost of product. Here's what's the most important about this for you. Each ton of ASICO green cement saves 0.8 tons carbon dioxide. Only 10% of our big head market in Vietnam, we can save 7.4 million tons CO2 per year. Moreover, the reuse of industrial waste in our cement production will help saving area of landfill, reducing soil and water pollution, saving natural resource, about 1.5 tons of limestone, clay, coal, and saving annually about 100 kilowatt hours electrical energy. So imagine that this product spread in global, how big effect we can bring. I'm Quỳnh Anh, Ari Care Product Research and Development. Mr. Sun is co-founder, research leader, and CEO. We dream to achieve the 20% yield of green cement in Asia construction, obtain $240 million profit, establish the industrial plant in 15 countries in the next 5 to 15 years. We are ASICO Green Cement. We are here to building a green future. Thank you. Hello, Okay.
So, ASICO team, are you here?
Thank you.
Okay, you want to share your
But-
screen?
Yeah.
You want to share? Okay. So I stop sharing. So you can share your screen.
Oh no, no,
Okay.
I don't want to share my screen.
Okay. No worries about it. So if you're ready, I can set your 3 minutes. So here you go. The jury members can ask their questions.
So I have a question about, I guess, the various different kind of types of concrete that you can create and the various different kind of in different situations you want to be able to have different kind of tolerances for the various properties. Are you able to kind of operate across that entire spectrum?
Yeah. Our cement can we have many types of cement for many different concrete. Yeah. And as you know, we have high strength cement, high thermal resistant cement, and high chemical resistant cement. Yeah. And for the most popular cement of our product is the high strength cement. Yeah.
And does, in terms of the chemical properties in place, does it work effectively with reinforced bars, or do you have any problems with kind of the metal being impacted by different chemical conditions?
Yeah, we have some test with the cement and the reinforcement, steel reinforcement or some metal reinforcement at no chemical reaction between our cement and the normal reinforcement and the composite reinforcement.
Thank you.
Any questions? If not, you have 1 more minute. So if you want to have any additional things you want to add.
Yeah, I want to tell you some about information about our cement. For the normal cement at Portland cement, they have to burn natural resource like limestone, coal, and clay. But our product, our cement is not burning anything. They are sorting the industrial waste, treating it, and mix them with our additive chemical additive. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for your presentation and for presenting being here, and congratulations. So I don't know how you're feeling, but we can give around the 5 minutes of break so we can meet up like 1 p.m. Is it okay for the jury members?
Thank you.
So just give a bit of breath, a coffee break, like 5 minutes, and we can meet up in 1 p.m. here. Okay.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and then we'll have the last for startups. See you. So do we have everybody back? Your members? Are you here?
Yes, I'm around.
Okay.
Sure, I'm back.
Okay. Do we have the AgriTech team here? Let me check. Okay, AgriTech is here, Alex is here, right? Okay, so shall I start? I say it as a yes. So let's start. Let's go with the last 4 teams. And so I'm starting your presentation, AgriTech team. Here you go.
Hi, my name is Leonardo Camarca, CEO and founder at AgriTech Futura, an innovative startup with the mission of tackling climate change by trying and solve one of its major contributors, deforestation. To achieve such an ambitious goal, we are currently developing a hybrid tree capable of sustaining living branches previously removed from trees in order to preserve their CO2 dissipation ability. Now, before we go on about saving the world, we decided to implement a gradual approach by addressing issues so that they are more attainable for our stage of development. Therefore, our initial target customers will be city district environment and green management departments, to which we'll offer solutions for urban shading, landscaping, and horizontal routes. According to market standards for adult trees, our devices will be priced between 2,000 and 4,000 euros. Currently, our beachhead market is comprised of 7,904 municipalities in Italy alone, which have a direct purchasing budget of 40,000 euros, therefore resulting in a potential market of 360 million euros. At a later stage of development of our company, we will focus more on the deforestation issue, starting from the European Union, where every year 844 million trees are cut down, to then later on a global stage, where every year 15 billion trees are removed. Now, compared to other players in the market who can offer adult trees, we have a series of competitive advantages. First of all, on average, our devices are 20% more cost-effective than competitors. But more importantly, due to the fact that we implement hydroponic systems, our water usage is expected to be 95% less. Then, our hybrid trees have no roots. Therefore, we have zero soil dependency, meaning we can install a tree on any type of terrain. But allow me to introduce you to our product and its components. First, we see an artificial bark. We use 3D printed molds in order to give it the shape and design we prefer. Then we have a built-in hydroponic system to deliver liquids and nutrients to the grafted branches. Finally, thanks to the grafting device, we can graft a living branch onto a cellular culture, also known as callus, which is then placed on a 3D printed polymer, therefore allowing for micro-irrigation techniques. Currently, we're in the technology readiness level 3, the technology validation, and thanks to our strategic partners, CREA, a national research center, and FabLab, who helps us with the 3D printed equipment, we recently received the first results of our research, where we put a callus on a 3D printed polymer to then place sprouts on said callus, and finally obtain the first successful graft. In the meantime, we went on and interviewed 20 municipalities around Italy, making a series of assumptions about the process of installing new trees. First of all, we asked them if they prefer to plant adult trees, and they confirmed it by saying that young trees, in fact, don't provide shading and their CO2 dissipation ability is limited. By being able to offer a grafting device that can replicate adult trees, we immediately enable shading and CO2 dissipation. Then we assumed that the water needs are high and costly, and it was confirmed by saying that for the first 2 years of development, a tree requires 25 liters of water a day. Now, by implementing hydroponic systems, we drastically reduce those water needs. Then we know that horizontal roots are a big problem in that they cause road issues and high maintenance costs. By being able to replace trees with problematic roots, we will be fixing the problematic roots. Finally, we know that traditional trees have soil limitations in that cities are limited to planting trees only on suitable soils. Our EON systems do not have roots. Therefore, we can install a tree on any type of terrain, from the concrete of cities to the sand of deserts. As previously stated, our beachhead market is comprised of 7,904 municipalities. And if we were to obtain only 20% of that market, we will be installing 31,600 trees, therefore resulting in a potential revenue of 31.6 million euros a year. With those 31.6 thousand trees installed, over 10 years' time, we will have removed 4.4 kilotons of CO2 from the atmosphere, which compared to the equivalent of young trees in the same span of time, we will have removed 140% more CO2 from the atmosphere. Now, the cost of doing nothing is to be adding those 4.4 kilotons of CO2 into the atmosphere. In conclusion, allow me to introduce you to our team. I am Leonardo Camarca, I'm a Bachelor in International Communications, and I'm the CEO and founder at AgriTech Futura. I have 6 years experience in sales and distribution network building. Then we have our 2 master degrees in biotechnologies. Riaski is our laboratory manager, and she worked for 2 years in university labs. And Federica, our biotechnology manager, who previously developed and installed a bioreactor for the purification of water. Last but not least, Marco Fianchini is a PhD in natural sciences, is our system manager and designer, and he has a master degree in climate change ecology. Our dreams are to provide a definitive solutions to the deforestation problem, to preserve all deforested trees in the European Union by 2050, and to achieve 1 billion euros in revenue by 2035. With that said, I thank you and I wish you a great day.
Okay. So, AgriTech team, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, sorry, I had a difficulty to pronounce. And if we have the jury members with us, I can start your time. So, the jury members.
Hey, thanks for your presentation, Alex here. I think I can see how this product solves a problem for municipalities. Can you tell me, how does it transfer across into deforestation? How do the solutions that you're providing for municipalities solve a problem in that space?
Right. So the point of these hybrid trees is to be able to preserve branches that are removed from trees in order to preserve their CO2 dissipation ability. So the way we will be solving deforestation is to, in fact, preserve those branches that are removed after a deforestation process. As it normally happens, there is a machinery that attaches at the bottom of the tree, goes up, removing all the branches, and then the trunk is processed for pulp and paper production. All those branches fall on the floor, on the ground to die. So we want to preserve those branches and effectively preserve the CO2 dissipation ability of that forest lot.
And does your business model, like, obviously there's an increasing market for that waste for lots of other kind of CO2 positive kind of uses, things like, biochar and the likes. Have you kind of put into your model that you're going to need to pay for that?
Yes, of course. The mulch and the industry related to this kind of processing of those branches is actually enlarging and growing. It depends who your customer is. Our customer as of now is governments, so we are in a B2G business model as of now. And the main interest of the European Union, to take one of our goals in the beginning, it is to reduce the carbon output into the atmosphere. So by providing a system like this that not only reduces the CO2 emissions, but also preserve the ability to continue to dissipate it, we think we have a very strong and competitive advantage.
And what about the maintenance cost of this tree?
Yeah, that's a great question, actually. We designed the trees so as to be able to be very resistant, first of all, because the outer layer of the overall structure is supposed to be made of eco-cement. And the internal parts instead will be 3D printed, so will be easy to replace in case some failure occurs. More importantly, the tank contained within the hydroponic system needs to be filled up every so often. We expect 35 to 45 days replacement of water, liquids, and nutrients. So we will have a person from us or our partners in the distribution networks who will go and refill those tanks and do some maintenance, some standard maintenance in the process as well.
I just wanted to find out, everything is dependent if there is a deforestation activity taking place. That is going to be your source of, picking up the branches. How does that cycle work for you?
Right. So thank you for your question, actually. We don't only work with the deforestation issue, at least not in the beginning, because that is a very ambitious goal, as a matter of fact, and a very difficult endeavor. So the first initial approach we will take is to enter into the pruning business for municipalities across Italy and then eventually other countries. So by being able to offer a pruning service to municipalities at the cost of service, we first of all will be more competitive than other entities and companies that are doing the same. But more importantly, we'll be able to obtain those branches that we need then to supply our artificial trees, which then we will be selling to other customers. So in that way, we will be very competitive in that sense. Yes.
And your pricing is that you are going to be charging per tree to the municipality. Does that also consist of the after services that you've just mentioned over here?
Yes, we will, according to...
So it's like a whole package that you'll be selling in the B2G mix. It's going to be the product as well as the services of maintenance as well.
Yes, of course. According to different countries' policies, for example, in Italy, you must provide a 2 years warranty period for any product that you're selling. Depending on which kind of government entity you're working with, you must extend that policy or not. But generally speaking, we will be including our maintenance service as part of our also layering of different services that we can offer is warranty extensions and insurance as well for damages and other things.
I need to cut. So if you have last sentence, please say it. We're already out of time. And then I need to pass to the next presentation. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
AgriTech team. So thanks for your presentation. And again, congratulations. And now let's pass to the 7th team. Let's go. Next startup is BillionCarbon. So do we have the team in here?
Yes, we are here.
Okay, so I'm starting your presentation. Good luck.
Hello. India tops the world chart in waste generation. 80% of this is bio-waste, most of which gets burned or ends up in the landfill, releasing methane, a greenhouse gas 25 times more potent than CO2. In the last 2 years, we ran several on-ground pilots. The pictures you see are from that. We mapped operational and behavioral challenges and learned from big players who have solved similar problems earlier. On the other hand, in carbon markets, demand has skyrocketed, but supply is highly constrained, mostly coming from large-scale industrial projects. Now the question in front of us was, what if we could convert this bio-waste to revenue for the people through carbon markets? At BillionCarbon, we aggregate composting emission reduction on blockchain to generate transparent carbon credits. Bulk composters generate more than 50 kgs of waste per day. We provide them composting training and monitoring. The generated emission reduction through their finished compost is tracked and verified via our tech platform and converted to carbon credits. 1 ton of CO2 equivalent generates 1 credit. We sell the generated credits to businesses looking to offset carbon as curated bundles at an average $7.5 per credit and pass on $4 to the composters. In the first year, our focus will be Gujarat and Karnataka in India. Our beachhead market is India, with 60 million ton CO2 mitigation potential. Out of the 81,000 bulk composters handling waste in an organized manner, our target is to onboard at least 24,000. After this, we will expand to South and Southeast Asia with more modules like waste, forestry, food, mobility, and energy usage. Globally, the voluntary carbon markets will be a $50 billion market by 2030. Most bulk composters operate at zero profits. With us, they earn $4,000 per 1,000 ton CO2 mitigated, increasing profits from $0 to $60,000 or more per year. For businesses, buying low quality credits is a risk to reputation through association with fraud projects and double selling of credits. We provide them premium credits at market price with high quality attributes like methane avoidance, total transparency through end-to-end traceable blockchain, ensuring no double counting, and high social co-benefits. Our offering is simple: make compost, update progress, and easily get paid for your emission reduction. Bulk composters make compost and update progress with help from our expert field team. Geotag data is uploaded on our tech platform, ensuring daily audit of the project. We generate carbon credits from these projects using our verification engine and blockchain, ensuring total transparency and end-to-end traceable audit of the credit from source to retirement. This is a massive disruption to the current process, where credits were verified only once in a few years, leading to irregularities. Our competitive advantage is our highly scalable tech, powered by blockchain and our on-ground expertise. Across 54 stakeholder interviews, we found that the current system is outdated, fractured, and benefiting brokers at a cost to buyers, project developers, and the environment. Climate impact is difficult to quantify with low technology penetration, and generating credits is a long-drawn process and expensive. Furthermore, buyers demand better transparency of project quality and performance. In the third year, with a market share of 30%, our profits become $25 million. Our key drivers are price of carbon credits, market share, and the cost to make product. Through us, every bulk composter would generate an additional impact of 74 tons CO2. With 30% of the beachhead market, we mitigate 1.8 million tons CO2 and generate 100,000 jobs. Our dream is to empower 1 billion tons of CO2 mitigation by 2030. Every year, we want to move $3 billion to climate projects that matter. I'm Ankita, MBA from London Business School and a computer engineer. My co-founder is Nikhil, an electronics engineer. We have a combined global experience of 25 years in climate impact projects, technology startups, and scaling businesses. Thank you.
Okay, so
India tops.
Sorry, BillionCarbon team. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. We'd like to share our screen.
Okay, so I'm
Yes.
stopping sharing my screen, so you can share yours.
Okay.
So if you're ready, I can start your 3 minutes.
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, so dear members, you can start asking your questions.
How do you calculate those jobs? And are those new jobs?
Yes, so these jobs are direct jobs and indirect jobs as well. So because we are aggregating composting emissions reduction, we are also going to be incentivizing new composting setups, and these are distributed setups. So each composting setup, a bulk composting setup, will generate somewhere from either 2 to 5 jobs. And so that is what we are taking as the calculation for it. And this is just for the beachhead market, the 100,000 jobs.
Yeah, so my question was with regard to the jobs that should be created. So are you paying these people who will be hired or will be getting these job opportunities, or they'll be paid by the composting projects?
So they will be paid indirectly through us, through the extra revenue that we generate for the bulk composter. So bulk composters right now operate at zero profits. So they operate at cost, due to which it's very difficult for them to expand their operations or hire more people to increase efficiency and volumes of their compost. With the additional revenue of $4,000 per 1,000 tons of CO2e mitigated, they would be able to expand their volumes, which will in turn create new jobs. That is one for existing composters. Also, we are going to, once we capture the beachhead market, we are going to be consolidating the supply under the banner of BillionCarbon by setting up bulk waste composters in places where they don't exist right now, where the current baseline is that the organic waste is either burnt or it goes to landfill. So that is then also going to generate direct job creation, which we are going to be hiring directly.
Can I ask a question about your kind of verification operations? Seems like that's a relatively complex and costly process to, with all of these various different composters to be able to verify on a regular basis that they're doing what they say.
That's right. So that's what we did our 2 years of pilot for. So what you see here is how we are ensuring our premium quality of credits by way of ensuring the quality of the project and the composting. So the ones that you see here is, so this is a very operations heavy business for sure. And the last 2 years have taught us how do we map the operational and behavioral challenges in an emerging market like India, in an unorganized sector, which is bulk composting. So we are going to be going ahead with a lot of technology-enabled things like remote data capture and geotag timestamp data, which is uploaded onto our tech platform. And this verification engine is powered by machine learning, which then helps us to scale that verification process and keep the costs down. And in addition to that, our expert field team is going to be on ground, training and performing spot checks on site to ensure that these best composting techniques are used and they're being followed by the bulk composters.
Okay, the time is up. If you have very short question, then we can answer. If not, I thank BillionCarbon team for their presentation. And we'll move to the next team. So, last two teams. Here we go. Next startup.
Hi,
It's Cirkula. Do we have the Cirkula team here?
Yes, hi, I'm here.
Hi. So, if you're ready, I'm starting your presentation. Here you go.
Hi, I am Michelle, co-founder of Cirkula, and I will tell you more about our startup. But first, I want to tell you why Cirkula is created. A third of all food in the world is wasted. Just in Latin America, 127 million tons of food are wasted annually. And one of the main contributors of food waste is consumption and distribution. Bear in mind that when food is thrown away, it emits methane, a greenhouse gas much more powerful than CO2. And food waste represents almost 12% of global greenhouse gas emissions worldwide. This is why Cirkula is created. Cirkula is an app that allows restaurants and stores to reduce food waste. Instead of throwing their surplus quality food, they can now sell it through Cirkula. This way, consumers can buy surplus quality food from stores and restaurants in our app at a great price, with an average ticket of $5, and pick it up from the store as takeaway. We charge stores a fee per transaction of 25%. Our beachhead market are stores and restaurants in Peru. There are over 12,000 stores in Lima that have surplus quality food available for consumption, with a market of over $20 million. We plan on scaling around LATAM and including other client segments such as distributors and hotels. We allow business to win up to 45% of their product value by selling it through our channel with a discounted price. For each dollar that they sell through Cirkula, they can now recover up to 45 cents. Their current solution is discarding their product that goes straight to landfills, or in some cases, donation, which is hard because not all of them have enough quantity or product duration for a possible logistic to make this happen. With Cirkula, they can now recover their food cost.
Moreover, we help them gain a new traffic of clients with their customers that pick up their orders, and we provide marketing and PR to help them improve their brand image by becoming a sustainable business. For users, we give them a 40% discount on retail price for a food purchase, while on-store promotions or food apps tend to have 0% to 25% discount in some cases. Now, they have a better discount guaranteed every day, every time in all of our stores. We also enable users to have a more sustainable food consumption by rescuing food. Cirkula allows restaurant stores to publish their surplus quality food in real time in our app, where consumers can discover products from several stores, all with 40% discount or more. They buy and pay directly in the app and pick it up from the store as takeaway within the established time. We have partnered with local municipalities and companies to help educate consumers and businesses. Moreover, we are the first in our market. We have already developed our MVP, and in the last month, we closed 2 agreements with convenience store chains and are already negotiating with 2 supermarkets. We provide better margin for cost recovery than other substitutes. And finally, we give consumer reports to understand which categories and products are being wasted more often to help them improve their operation. From our more than 30 interviews, we learned that our clients want to acquire our solution after understanding the monetary impact it has on their operation. Many were not aware of the monetary impact of throwing away food. Also, they want to be active in building a sustainable brand and getting involved in circular economy. That's why we decided to be focused on having several marketing campaigns that help our clients build a sustainable brand. Furthermore, we provide them monthly reports that help them understand how much money is lost by throwing away surplus quality food, which category is being wasted more often, and how much they can recover by using our solution. With 35% of our beachhead market and 4,000 stores, we have a profit of around $3.5 million a year. Our key drivers are gaining market share, building a scalable cost model, having units that work for several countries, such as tech and support, and a low acquisition cost of customers since we require a high volume of stores. As per climate impact, with our over 4,000 customers from our beachhead market, we can save over 15,000 tons of CO2 emissions per year. A single store can throw away almost 2 tons of surplus quality food a year, which represents 3.5 tons of CO2. With Cirkula, they can now sell all of their products, reducing waste to 0 tons. Moreover, we have to consider not only the impact of throwing the food away, but also all of the resources that went into producing it that would have been wasted if they were discarded. As for the team behind Cirkula, we have 2 co-founders, Jimmy, who is the CEO and manages all the B2B aspect of the company. Jimmy worked previously at a startup and had a client base of restaurants and supermarkets, which gave him a great know-how for starting Cirkula. And myself, Michelle, who is in charge of product and B2C operations. And I also worked previously in 2 startups in customer success and strategy. We also have a tech lead and a marketing lead on our team with previous experience. Our big dream is to be able to have an impact all over Latin America, with more than 10 countries helping reduce 25 million products from being wasted, which translates in over 25,000 tons of CO2 emissions annually, while creating a profitable business with a revenue of over $35 million by 2030.
Okay, so Cirkula team, thank you very much. Just an addition, we also had a team named Fazla Gıda. They are also ClimateLaunchpad alumni, more than 7 years. I think they've been operating. They have a very similar business model like you do. So if you want, I can get you in contact with them. Maybe you exchange your ideas or your experiences from them, because they named as a top 20 startups in Turkey. So they did a lot of movements. I can share their names, and if you want to maybe get in contact with them to exchange experiences, you're more than welcome. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So you want to share your screen?
No, it's okay. I can answer the question.
Okay. So if you're ready, I am starting your 3 minutes of Q&A. Here you go.
Yeah, hi. So I'll go first. My question is with respect to customer acquisition cost, of how you arrived at that, and if you have considered the marketing campaign that you have to do for the businesses, but also customer education that you also need to do, and who do you consider your customers, the vendors or the consumers?
Okay, thanks. Yeah, so our customers are the stores, the restaurants and convenience stores and supermarkets. We charge them a commission per transaction, around 25% plus taxes. So we get revenue from them as well. And our customer acquisition cost for users is around $1 per download and $10 per purchase. And for the B2B segment, our customer acquisition cost is around $105, but our lifetime value with them is more than 1,000 per year. So we get the payback in a month and a half.
Any questions? Do you remember?
If there will be no any other question, I'll ask another question. Yeah, so my question is with regard to perception of the consumers now who are buying from the vendors. How do they? What are their a perspective with respect that these are like leftovers? So what is the perception with respect to that?
Yes, so especially in Latin America and emerging markets like Peru, we have to be very careful with how we market our company, and we try to focus more on the savings rather than being environmentally friendly, because in Latin America it's not yet a motivation for consumption. And we try to also educate on the word, you know, surplus, which in Spanish the word has a more negative connotation. So we have influencers working with that for education, and so customers don't see that as a, you know, leftover. And we have two buyer personas. First, we have like the students who want to save money on the week and on the weekends and take advantage of the discounts and offers while being sustainable. And we also have like the young independents, people that move out of the house, are between 25 to 35 years old, and they also want to save during the week. So our peak hours are, you know, on the week rather than on the weekends, because on the weekends you usually go out and do your traditional things. But with Cirkula now you can have savings throughout, you know, the weekdays to save money on food that can usually cost what you can spend on cooking or like on buying a snack at the store. Now it's like a high quality dessert.
Okay, if there's no any other questions, we have completed 3 minutes of Q&A. So thank you very much, Cirkula team, and good luck. So we're passing to the, I guess, the last team, right? So
hi,
do we have the how do I pronounce Geco Friendly team here?
yes, I'm here.
Okay, very well. So if you're ready, I am starting your presentation now. Here you go.
Hi, did you know that we ingest the equivalent of a credit card in plastic per week? Recent studies have found microplastic contamination in human blood and in the deepest section of the lungs. Microplastic are incorporated into the food chain and enter our bodies. It is unfeasible to continue accumulating plastic waste in the environment. The time to change is now. We have the solution to eliminate the generation of plastic by the cleaning product industry and even reduce those already generated by them. Geco Friendly offered the innovative idea of concentrated effervescent cleaning tablets to dilute. It is 100% sustainable, zero waste, biodegradable, non-toxic, vegan product, efficient use of water, and minimization of CO2 emission in transport logistics. We sell effervescent and biodegradable multi-purpose cleaning tablets to supermarkets. We concentrate on the active cleaning principle, eliminating all types of waste and minimizing the economic and environmental cost of transporting water. Our business model is B2B, our clients being convenience stores and supermarkets offering a pack of $2 per 5 units, which provide 2.5 liters of the finished product. Our beachhead market are supermarkets in Argentina valued at $600 million, which at the moment are in the stage of strong incorporation of sustainable products of different types. This context will allow us to consolidate ourselves and to think about expansion toward the potential markets of neighboring countries like Uruguay and Chile in the first place, and the rest of Latin America later. We increased the profit margin for supermarkets from 0.6 to $1.6 per unit, compared to the products from traditional brands such as Unilever or P&G, representing an increase of 167%. Very significant advantages for our clients are the reduction of logistic cost, the reduction of the space occupied in the warehouse and in the gondolas, the reduction of the weight to be handled, and the reduction of reception and storage time. Our biodegradable cleaning products do not generate waste and are prepared in 3 simple steps: refill, dissolve, clean, thus reusing the containers. Each tablet provides 500 milliliters of the finished product. The product offered are multi-surface, degreaser, bathroom, toilet, floor cleaner, laundry soap, laundry bleach, and dishwashing. Our tablets are composed of sodium bicarbonate, carboxylic organic acid, biodegradable surfactants, natural fragrances, and dyes. As a competitive advantage, we highlight being pioneers in the market, presenting an innovative proposal, and having the specialized equipment necessary for its production and scalability. Our technology, production equipment, and products have already been verified and tested, validated through sales and responses from our customers. We think of Geco as a strategic ally to large surface and supermarket chains. Last month, we closed a contract with Carrefour. So, from more than 50 interviews, we have learned that 90% of our respondents believe that there are not other truly green cleaning products that can cover so many aspects of sustainability with such high efficiency. We are happy to say that 100% of our clients are satisfied, and we have exceeded their expectations. After having validated our product and technology, one of the actions to be carried out is entering strongly in the market with advertising campaigns and the search of large clients. Taking into account our region and finances, we are planning to reach 10% of our beachhead market for the first 3 years and 50,000 units per year. This can lead to a profit of around $60 million per year. In terms of climate impact, with 10% of our beachhead market, we save 16,000 tons of CO2 per year, reduce CO2 emission by plus 90% compared to traditional liquid products. One truck with Geco Friendly tablets is equivalent to 390 trucks with liquid products. On the other hand, we offer a positive plastic carbon footprint, meaning Geco does not only not generate waste of this type, but we also encourage the reuse of single-use packaging generated by the other brands and even industries, reaching values in a single brand such as Unilever or P&G of 700,000 tons per year. The team is conformed by the engineer Martin Rocha, our CEO, Marina Rodriguez, our CMO, myself, Nicolas Rocha, I'm the COO, and Lucia Romero, our CFO. Marcia, Lucia, and Camila, outreach team. Our dreams: make a cleaner world, generate social impact on people in poverty situation, to achieve $4,000 million in revenue by 2030, reduce of 145,000 tons of CO2 emissions per year by 2030, and eliminate the generation of 100,000 tons of plastic per year by 2030. Thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to answering your questions. Hi, did you know that we ingest?
Okay. So thank you very much. Are you going to share your screen, or are you ready to go?
No.
Okay, so if you're ready, I can start your 3 minutes of Q&A. So do you remember?
Yes, of course.
Is this a multi-purpose product, or you have different kinds of products? I mean, it's because you mentioned a lot of, it's cleaning and bleaching and laundry, but it's the same tablet good for all those purposes, or you have different kinds of composition for different purposes?
I'm sorry, my connection is not so good. So can you repeat the question, please?
No, I'm asking if it's a multi-purpose product, or because you mentioned the different, like, it's laundry, it's a soap, it's a bleaching, and so you have different tablets for each use, or it's a multi-purpose?
Yes, we have different tablets because there's different composition each one. So we can produce it in the same machine, but we can produce a different tablet for different purpose and different products. Are not the same composition. It's not the same for each one.
Okay, so my question is with respect to the ingredient. So is it a difference in form factor, like is tablet instead of liquid or powder form, or it's like it has unique ingredients that are not available in these other forms. And together with that, in terms of packaging, so how are you packaging them in terms like when you want to ship them? How are you packaging them?
Well, the packaging system is we are using biodegradable products, so we are not using any plastic in our packaging, and our system for packaging is with social impact. So we are expecting to give job for people in poverty situation using this packaging system that is very simple, and yes, packaging our products in this kind of packaging with taking people in poverty situation for doing the work. But also we are thinking on expand our production volumes and packaging the bottleneck at carrying a machine specifically for that.
So it's not the ingredient, it's the machine that you use to make the product.
No, it's not the same machine. So with the machine that we are using is for production of our tablets, for produce our tablets. And for the packaging, we are using manual system right now. And that's the reason that we can expand our packaging process to people in poverty situation, because it's very simple. We are using prefabricated biodegradable products for doing the packaging. But if we think in our expansion strategy, in the future we will need a machine maybe to the bottleneck the process, because we don't know how much job we can give or how much people can do the work in Argentina at the principle at the beginning, you know.
Okay, so do we have any other questions? Short one? I guess no. Okay, thank you very much. So thanks for your presentation and for your Q&A session. I think that was the last team. So congratulate all. We've done it. So we finished all the pitches. Let's do maybe a wrap up of what the teams were. So we watched 9 teams. Let's have a look. So let's start with the Print 3D. So we have the Spark 3D team. And then we had the Ari Care, I guess. I can't see your screen. Yeah, the Ari Care team. And then we have the Revozona, who clean up the global textile industry. And then we had the Spark Cell.
Hi, everyone.
Right? Yeah, so they are developing sustainable pigments for the industry. And then we had the ASICO, I guess, right?
Hello.
Yeah, they have this industrial waste-based cements. And then we had the BillionCarbon, right? No, not BillionCarbon, AgriTech Futura team. And then we had the BillionCarbon team.
Hello.
Right. So they're turning bio-waste to revenue. And the last 2 teams, Cirkula, and then last team, this Geco Friendly, right? So, wow, we had so many teams from very different industries. So it's very difficult, I think, for the jury to decide the top 2. But I guess, I wish luck to jury members, because it's really not easy. We had so many very good projects and ideas in here. So can I have everybody, I would say, online, please? Their cameras on, maybe. So, and I really would like to congratulate everybody. So Nicholas, maybe, I don't know if you can open your screen. So if not, I would like to give you all of your polls. Thank you very much for your time. And again, congratulations. So, is it possible that I take a screenshot Am I allowed? Is it okay for you guys?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
It's my hair, okay. You already did.
Oh, come on. You look handsome, no worries. Okay, so thank you very much for all of you. So I kindly ask you guys to leave the room. Only the jury members, room boss and the moderator will stay, and the top 2 teams will be announced tomorrow.
Okay, thank you so much for everything.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. So we have, okay, I think it's just all of us, right? So how you feel, guys? Tired? A little bit.
A little bit, but it was very interesting.
Intense.
This was very interesting.
Intense, yeah.
Love some of the ideas.
Exactly.